Hello everybody, I am Oscar W. Fitchett, and just before I get into my review for the film Coherence, I want to have a quick little shout out to a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel that goes by the name of Surreal469. And the reason why I'm giving this guy a shout out is because recently he did a segment called Small Channel Saturday, in which in this video he did a reaction to my reaction to the Spectre teaser trailer. He did a reacception, as you will, as well as he did a bit of a promotion for the channel, which I think is awesome, and I just want to say thank you, dude, for doing that. I'll probably retweet the video on my Twitter, but I will also put a link to that video in the description box below. Do check him out. He's a subscriber of this channel as well, and I think it's awesome what he wants to do, is to kind of just promote smaller channels, and you know, as smaller channels we should help each other grow and try to get bigger and better. And that's why I'm telling everyone out there to go to subscribe to this guy. That's Surreal469. I'm gonna double check that. Yes, Surreal469. Well, I'll put a link to his channel as well in the description. So I'll put a link to the video that he did when he reacted to my reaction, as well as I'll put a link to his channel below. So help the guy out, because he's a pretty funny guy, and my repayment is to get subscribers of mine to try and go subscribe to you. So yeah, guys, that's just my little shout out. That's my little thanks to Surreal469. Anyway, to the review of Coherence. And now Coherence is an independent film which came out in February 2015 in the UK. So in the UK it's a 2015 film, and unlike all the other films I have reviewed, I'm not gonna tell you guys the plot for this film, because here's the thing. This is a film, I mean, with this film I went in completely blind. I knew nothing about this film other than I heard good things about it. But aside from that, I knew nothing about it, and guess what? It paid off, because guys, don't even look at the plot on IMDb. I haven't even seen the trailer, but don't even look at the plot on IMDb. Just listen to my review and just trust me when I say Coherence is an excellent film. I mean, right off the bat, I have to give credit to the acting in this film. The acting is really, really good. And I mean, there's no big named actors. This is a $50,000 budget film. It's not millions and millions of dollars. You're not going to see a Robert Downey Jr. You're not going to see a Leonardo DiCaprio. You're going to see some smaller actors whose names you most likely have not heard of. But guess what? That doesn't matter, because they all do an excellent job. I think it also helps that this film's dialogue was mostly improvised. Like, most of it was literally just the filmmakers letting the actors just speak and just do their own thing and just try and be natural, which, I mean, it comes off. And I know it is hard for someone to be like, be natural to an actor while they got a camera right in front of them. It's hard to be like that. And the fact that they just felt so natural and just so real just added a tad bit more just investment into the film. I'm not going to say what the premise is, but what I will say is this is a genius premise. This is definitely a contender for best screenplay for me of the year. Honestly, this is definitely a contender for like one of the better script stories, up there with like Inside Out. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a groundbreaking, game-changing thing, because most likely this type of thing's probably been done in films, but we have this type of film rarely. So when we get something like this, it's pretty mind-blowing. I do have to say this, and I know that phrase is very, very overused and just overplayed. Like, oh, this film's mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing. Mad Max is so mind-blowing. Birdman's so mind-blowing. Those are great films, but this film is mind-blowing, and not in a sense of like, oh, it's better than any of those films, but in a sense of that, just the premise. I mean, I lost count of how many times my jaw just dropped because of a story element or a plot point that popped up. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it was so tense, which I have to give credit to the director who also wrote the film. The director, I forgot his name, but he did an amazing job of building tension. I was literally like this on the edge of my seat in moments. I was like this, like I don't know what to expect. It's so unpredictable. It's such an unpredictable film, guys. From what I'm aware, this is the director's first feature-length film. He's mainly known for being actually a storyboard artist on films like Pirates of the Caribbean. He's actually got his name on pretty big films, but he's done this very small. For his directorial feature debut, he's done this very small, intelligent, independent film. It's very scientific, but it's nothing that you feel like you need to take notes on. You don't need to be a super genius to enjoy Coherence. It probably would help if you're like a really smart scientific brain, but if you're not, if you're just someone like me, you could just enjoy this film and be like, oh, that element, that's so cool, and everything like that, and you would want to do research on the topics it's talking about. That's what this film made me do, at least. The only real negative I guess I have for Coherence, there are some elements in the film which I'm like, I don't understand that point quite as much, and I don't really get that. Like there's some, for me personally, there's some loose ends that haven't been tied up yet. However, that problem will most likely fizzle away as I rewatch this film. It's like that. It's, I guess you could say it's like Inception, when I feel like if I watch this film more and more and more, I will just start loving this film more and more and more. And I honestly want to show this film to many other people. So yeah, overall, I really like Coherence, and I really do recommend you guys checking out if you can. Again, try not to look up the plot synopsis or watch a trailer. It really does help if you go into this film completely blind. So guys, that's my review for Coherence. For anyone out there that's seen Coherence, what did you guys think about it? Comment below, let me know what you thought about it. Try to keep it spoiler free if you're commenting. If you're going to talk spoilers, do a spoiler tag. Don't be an a-hole and spoil this film. But for those who haven't seen it, I hope I persuade you to see it. Really do try to check it out. And also in the description box, links are there for Twitter and Facebook to everyone in the Heel crew. Links will also be there for Surreal469, his YouTube channel, and the video that I was featured in of his. And thanks again for that, man. And till next time, guys, I shall see you later, and see ya.